damn me for it or nothing. He still was rocking with me and just let me come into the knowledge more of myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Peace, 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 peace. What's good? Yo, man, peace to everybody, man. Peace to my Muslim brothers, peace to my Israelite brothers. Peace to my yoga doing brothers. Just peace to everybody, man. Peace to my spiritual brothers and sisters. I just want to big up everybody and say peace. And I'm just here, man, just to because I'm feeling I like the stream yard. I be having a lot to say, but I post a lot of videos. I post a lot of documentaries that do the talking itself. Because I really like to fall back and stay in the background. You know, but between me and my wife, we talk about a lot. We talk about a lot. We like to talk about religion and things like that, and just talk about what's going on in the world. And basically, it's like this. I just want to say, and this is not against anyone, not against anyone, religion, religious beliefs, or what you believe in. This is not against you. This is just all praise to the Creator. I'll be 51 Tuesday, and this is just through my life experience of things that I've been through. I was a hardcore Israelite. Hardcore Israelite. I came into the what they call it, the truth. I was introduced to the truth by my little cousin Yehukanah in 2010, and he told me something about Christmas. Like, he was like, yo, cuz, because I said happy birthday to Jesus in like 2010. He was like, yo, cuz, he hit me up and like, yo, cuz, that's not Christmas ain't got nothing to do with Jesus' birthday, Yahshua's birthday. So, I let that go on for 2 years, but I never could get that thought out of my head. So I ended up researching it and looking it up, and I was like, dang, that Joan ain't got nothing to do with Jesus' birthday, and that wasn't his birthday. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing my research and seeing all the paganism in it, and from then, boom, I was gone. I was at work researching. I'm at home researching to like 3 in the morning, and things like that, man. And that started my journey. So I started, that started my journey. And I was like, man, so the Bible really about us. So, that's the beginning of my journey. And, I was debating people. I was even going to churches. I'm from Virginia, Hopewell, Virginia. And I was going to churches because I became a pastor Almabur, right? Good pastor. It was cool. But I was giving out books about the Sabbath day, and an Almabur, you go everywhere with the pastor, everywhere. We was like best friends. So I was giving the book about the Sabbath day, the seventh day, and stuff like that. And I used to come back the next day and see that he never read the book. So, so I kind of drifted away from the church. And things like that. But before I did that, I was going to churches and talking to pastors one-on-one, and they couldn't answer my questions, or they're just I ain't try to answer. But anyway, with that being said, and 2 years ago, I started to really look at verses in the Bible. Started really, pay attention to the verses in the Bible, because I always seen that things used to contradict, the Bible used to contradict itself. But with that mindset of like, yo, this is the word of God, I know it don't contradict itself. I was like, maybe my understanding just ain't all the way up power. But anyway, fast forward from there, I started, got introduced by the Gospel of the Nazarenes by Malachi Maccabee. That was a blessing. That was a blessing to me when he introduced me to that. And the way the brother introduced me to it, You know, he was already vegan, not eating no dead flesh. And I didn't know anything about that at the time, at the moment. But the brother was so cool. He didn't damn me for it or nothing. He still was rocking with me and just was letting me come into the knowledge more of myself. So, you know, I started reading the Gospel of the Nazarenes, and I'm like, man, that's crazy, because the Gospel of the Nazarenes, you know, was a text that when they canonized the 66 books, the Gospel of the Nazarenes was in the Codex Sinaiticus. And the Codex Sinaiticus was the first books of the so-called New Testament, but they didn't put them books in when they canonized the 66. And the Gospel of the Nazarenes showed that Yeshua and James the Just, his brother, and the rest of the apostles were vegans. They didn't chew on animal flesh. They was against abusing animals, and you will see some of that in the 66 books. They ate fruits and vegetables, from what you'll see in the book of Genesis. Genesis 1:29, when God said, I give you, the fruits and things from the trees. You know what I'm saying? Paraphrase. But he gave us fruits and vegetables. That was the first thing that the Creator had gave us. But then you'll start to see in the book of Leviticus, after the flood narrative, now we eating dead flesh. And anyway, I started to do my research, and once you get to that higher light, you want to go higher. So I got out the fear of being scared to read other books, because the Bible said, beware of many books. It makes you weary. So I didn't want to read other books. Anything that I used to read that used to go against the Bible, I'd be like, yeah, this ain't nothing but the devil right here. But I got out that fear of thinking that the God of the Bible was going to chop my head off from reading other books. So I started to read, and stuff started to resonate with my spirit. And I understand how people is afraid to read other books. I understand that because I was there. You couldn't tell me nothing about the Bible, nothing else, because I had some from out them scriptures to debate you or go back and forth with you. And with that mindset, of that religious mindset, and like I said, this is nothing against nobody's religion or anything. This is just, I'm just dealing with the text. And with a religious mindset, you don't listen to take things in. You don't listen to learn. You only listen to give a rebuttal. So I had to get that up out my system, and I started to understand and realize that the Bible was an offshoot of other ancient texts. Now, with me saying that, it's people today that's gonna be like, that brother don't know what he's talking about, and they gonna find a verse in there that can go against what I said. But when you stick and be stuck into the 66 books, you're gonna be stuck with a lot of lies. And it is what it is. But I come to realize that, and this is my truth. This is my truth. I'm not trying to put my truth on nobody, because your truth is your truth, my truth is my truth. So I want to get that out the way. But I understand and I realize that the God of the Bible is not the creator. But when you look into the Bible, you can see that the God of the Bible has split personality. Because one verse says, thou shalt not kill. And then in another verse, it gets the God of the Bible telling people to kill infants, sucklings, whole families, even their cattle. And then you got verses in there that talks about to take care of the cattle, take care of the animals. Don't do any harm to the animals. If you see somebody's horse in a ditch, even if you mad with the person who owned the horse, get that horse from out that ditch. That's in the Bible. So I just come to learn that The God of the Bible is not the creator. You know, it's about, the book is about a bunch of war gods. That's why you see a lot of war in there. That's why you see a lot of, because the Israelites had more than one God. And this easy research, they had more than one God back then. So, you know, and people don't like to admit this, but the God of the Bible is Yahweh. Yahweh was known as a storm god, a volcano god. That's why when you see a lot of things when it describes Yahweh, which people, let me just stay on topic, which describes Yahweh, you always see fire, and always describing him like with the mountain, like the quaking of the mountain and the lava and hotness and stuff like that, you know, because he was they served a molten God back then, you know, and they served a lot of different gods. And I just come to realize that I know the creator is not about killing and ordering people to kill people and to go to war and to kill sucklings. You know what a little suckling is? A little suckling is a little infant still on his mama's breast. Still on his mama's breast. You know, so I just come to the realization that I understand one thing. I understand that man can change time, seasons, and laws, because that's even in the book. It's tell you that was going to happen. Time, seasons, and laws was going to be changed. Now, I understand that man can do that, but one thing I know that we all can agree on, and this is what I go back. Man can't change the universal laws. The creator set universal laws in place, not 10 commandments, and you gotta sacrifice a lamb on Passover. You know, you gotta cut off goat heads, and you know, and it was a sweet savior to the Lord. That's the creator don't need stuff like that. I mean, that's like common sense. You know what I'm saying? You know, but when you have the creator as a man, how they have the creator as a man, or the God of that Bible is like a man with nostrils and a butt like me and you that can sit down on a throne, you know, that's an idol. You can't see the creator. Tell me that how you gonna see the creator? You can't see the creator. He's omnipresent. The creator said the creator is everywhere at one time. So how's a man gonna be doing that? You know what I'm saying? So I just understand that the God of the Bible is not the creator, but one thing, like I said, that we can all agree on. And the creator set the laws in the universe. And you can't change that. And one thing about that, you know, if you go out here and kill somebody, evidently you're gonna get killed. If you go out here and rape somebody, that same energy you put out gonna come back to you, maybe to your child or something. So whatever you put out, good or bad, it's going to come back. If you put out good, you get good. If you put out bad, you get bad. So stick to the universal laws, and love is number one. Love is key. Love. That's all I want to say. Something quick, but I get back with y'all. Peace and shalom, family.